All right, here is 121C on isometric grid paper this time. So we've done a couple different versions of this for different paper. These have the slideshows associated with them. So the isometric versions of these on isometric grid paper, this triangle grid, are a little easier than the rest of the ones that I've been showing. We'll try and go through this fairly quickly, and we'll see if we can keep most of it on this same page. Okay, so we're starting along, just counting. Actually, let me mark down here. We're counting this 11 line, okay, across the edge. Okay, something like that would be 11. Okay, we go up 3. Okay, the biggest issue I usually have are usually here with drawing on isometric paper is that it's hard to actually see where those intersections are. And honestly, wherever the lines meet with other lines, that's where you're counting for your intersections. Okay, so we have a 3x3 box right here that we just added in. Biggest thing is making sure you're using your parallel lines and that basically every single line should be along a grid line at this point. Okay, our top surface here is a 6x3. Okay, we can count 6. Okay, again, that has to be parallel to that 11 line. 3 across, and connect those dots. Our last step here is to actually connect the edges for that cut surface, and then add in our tonal shading. Okay, so for our tonal shading, usually we're doing a darker side, either the front or the right. In this case, we pick the front. I won't go through and shade the whole deal, but we'll do on the right-hand side like a half shade. Okay, the top stays blank, and then this cutout surface, since it is at an angle, we'll just do a quick little gradient. Okay, that's form 1. Okay, for form 2, looks kind of like this. Right, it's usually easiest to start with these surfaces down at the bottom. Right, so we'll start with those 4 and 6 angles. Okay, we have 6 across. We'll see if we can fit this on the corner here. We have 4, all right, and then 2 in the vertical direction. Okay, we can connect these lines. To create the top surface of that box, right, it's a 6x4. Again, since it is a rectangle. Right, and then to create the second shape in that form, I like to start with this top surface over here, which is a 2x2 square that connects halfway through the original rectangle, so about here. Okay, so 2, we have our vertical up to the right and down. Okay, our top surface that comes along here is 8x2. Okay, so we count 2, 4, 6, and 8. Again, the whole point or the whole deal when you're using that isometric paper is just to be consistent, making sure you're counting, especially when you have something like we're showing here, where it already gives you the amounts. Okay, this is a 2x2. Right, and then our last little corner here is 6 down and 2 across. All right, that is form 2. We would do our tonal shading and such. I'm not going to show that right now, but we do the same thing like for form 1. Okay, then for form 3, hopefully we can fit that over here. Oops. We'll see. All right, so this set of boxes, it's a 2 by 2. And every single square here, it's like we have a stack of 7 blocks, and every single block is a 2 by 2. So we're really just following these lines around in sets of 2 until we get to that top surface, since that is 4 across. Right, and then we can follow the edges around for these 2. Again, I know I'm going a little faster on these isometric grid papered versions of this, since again, it is directly exactly what is on the page for those examples. But if you need help, if you are stuck still, please let me know. Okay, and that would be form 3. So we have all 3 forms. You make sure you tonally shade, and that's it.